My name is Karim Salif Udakra. I, I hold an MPhil in Development Management from UDS. I am a microfinance practitioner and I work at Maslock. I'm married with 5 kids. And I'm not done yet. I'm warming up for the second.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Abakar Samadu. I'm with Ghana Education Service as an early grade teacher, a coordinator. I'm passionate about children and family affairs. I'm partially married. I said I'm partially married. That's I have only one wife.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mashoud Hussein Mohammed is my name, a degree holder in Human Resource Management, pursuing my master's in Leadership and Innovation in school taking. And then I'm working with Services Integrity Savings and Loans. It's a bank for the Ghana Armed Forces, and I'm the leader imam for the Ghana Military Academy, Military 37 Military Hospital. I am married with 2 beautiful daughters for 5 years experience.
Now, all right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Abdul-Ismail Audu Kundisab. I'm a graduate of KNUST, where I read business administration accounting. I just completed my service at the Ministry of Finance. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Taufik Ali, a graduate of Accra College of Education, currently working with GS in the Goma East District.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm in the person of Abubakar Dawood. I completed KNUST this year. I read BSc Nursing, and I'm yet to start my service.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mohammed Tijani Swala, a product of Islamic University, a student of religious studies. I'm married with 13 years experience, with 3 kids, 2 boys, and 1 beautiful last baby called Lady.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I respond to the name Ishaq Muhammad Morrison, a recent graduate from Al Farouk College of Education. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sauban Hashir, a graduate from the University for Development Studies, offered a development education studies. And I'm an Islamic and then secular teacher at Oxford Islamic Academy at Techiman. And I'm married with a baby boy.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Lukman Umar from Takradi, Efekuma to be precise. I'm a former student of Ghana Institute of Languages, Arabic Department, holding a diploma in Arabic. Currently, I'm a teacher, married with 3 children, all are boys, and I have the experience too.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Osman Abubakar Sadek. I'm a recent graduate of KNUST School of Business. I read BSc Human Resource Management, and I'm currently a teaching and research assistant at the Department of Human Resource and Organizational Development, KNUST.
You don't want to see us saying that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ibrahim Zakaria is my name, a graduate of UDS, University for Development Studies. I studied BSc Nutrition. I'm currently the Northern Regional JIMSA Vice President and also the volunteers coordinator of my Hereafter project. I'm currently working as an admin assistant at University for Development Studies. I am single, but not searching. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Suburu Mohideen, a recent graduate of K University. I read civil engineering with specialization in transportation engineering and structural engineering. I'm also a student of International Open University, reading Bachelor of Arts in Islamic Studies. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. So it's something I know you guys have been anticipating all this while. Who is going to lecture us on Muslim family values, right? And so who is our resource persons? Aisha Abdul-Ismail is a professor of political science with specialization on state and governance in Islam, policy and gender studies at Bayero University, Kano. Aisha was also the director, Center for Gender Studies, from 2016 to 2020, a commissioner at the Ministry of Higher Education, Kano State, from 2010 to 2011, and a member of several high-level committees. Having taught for over 30 years, Aisha is experienced in policy review, tools development, field researches, and workshop facilitation, and has contributed to literature on gender, women, and girl child matters and empowerment of marginalized groups. Currently, working on safeguarding and gender in education policies, policy reviews on social norms and women's economic empowerment, problems of hawking, gender-based violence, and role of poverty in household decision and development. Life skills to youth, women in and out of school children. Consulted on issues related to her area of expertise by UNICEF, Oxford Management Policy, DFID projects, and Cambridge Education, Women for Health, ICPC, UNDP projects, ECOWAS, M-Space, DELV, FME, and others. A member of the IIIT Board of Directors, Aisha is passionate about reviving the family structure. And I want to add family values as well. A round of applause for Professor Aisha.
So the slide. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على نبي الكريم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Alhamdulillah, I wanted to know who I will be speaking to, and I got more than what I bargained for. Alhamdulillah, now we know there are some that are married, some that are single, and some that I have never known of that are partially married. We don't know that. We don't know that. So I also have seen that some of you are my colleagues in the IOU, and some are single, and I hope our module will be an inspiration for getting into, completing or getting into the married structure. And those with experience, I hope we will learn from you and enrich our presentation. We are hoping that this module will be highly interactive. It is not theoretical. There is no theory at all. This is practical. This is reality. This is life as it affects each and every one of us. So there is no theory today. We are going to talk about the situation of marriage and family, which each and every one of us is a member. And we hope that this module will now give us the peace of mind, the tranquility, the self-esteem, the knowledge that will enable us practicalize the maqasid al-sharia, the approaching of the Quran, the integration of knowledge, and all the other modules that will come. Without this module, the others may be difficult. I hope it is clear. So, like I said, we are not going to go theoretical today. The Muslim family values. As you can see, this is a module that is being taught by two sisters, myself and my sister, Professor Juwaria Badamasi. She has presented in Kano and Lagos schools, and I'm presenting here and the Monrovia school. So it's a joint presentation. And you can see from the diagram or the picture, it says everything. The family is what leads to the houses, individual houses set up by Aisha and her husband, set up by Zakaria and his wife, set up by Usman, and so on and so forth. Firdaus, and so on. Is it clear? Leads to the different units of the houses, the different individual family units, which now together forms what? The society. And the society, the Ghanaian society, or the Kumasi society, the Accra society, the Kano society, the Lagos, there are several terminologies. I don't want to go into political science, where we'll discuss the difference between society, nation, state, community, and so on. Now we're talking about society, and let's just talk about it without, I said no theory today. So the societies now come together, and we have the Ummah, right? The world, but we choose to call it the Ummah. And so you see the importance of the society, the family. It is the fulcrum, it is the basis, it is the foundation that give birth, if you like, to the whole world, to all the relationships, to all the interactions, to all the engagements of between people. It is that initial relationship between a man and a woman coming together to marry and set up a family. Are we together? Okay. You'll be, I will be doing, okay. So, I have 4 sessions. The module is broken into 4 sessions. The first one has this outline, where it has the introduction, understanding the family values, characteristics of the Muslim families, significance, and trying to embed or ensure or bring out the relevance, the significance, and the presence of Tawheed in the Muslim family. Basically, this is what we'll discuss here. Am I supposed to? It's not responding. Can you just help from there? Okay. Is it? Okay. Hmm? Okay. I think, okay. So I think to prevent that, let me open my system so that it does not. Do I need to do that? Okay, I can use my phone. Leave it, I can use my phone. Yeah. While the second outline is focusing on the issues of courtship, premarital education and counseling, marriage and spousal relationship in Islam, rights, duties, obligations, responsibilities, tarbiyah in nurturing the family. Yeah. Oh. Well, the third outline is on issues of marital discord and its settlement. Definitely when a man and a woman, when two people come together, you tend to find that there will be some disagreement, there will be some misunderstanding, there will be some misperception. But that does not mean, that is reality. But, so we need to understand that reality and to know how to resolve that reality when it happens. So, issues and significance of communication, reconciliation, and counseling. Issues of divorce. We marry, inshallah, forever. But circumstances happen. Situations happen where divorce can happen. That is not what is expected, but it can happen. And it is halal, even though it is not something that is liked. And then inheritance is just written there because when you marry, you procreate, you will also die. And when you die, but we will not discuss inheritance. That is another story altogether. So, another aspect that we feel is very, very important is this aspect of home-work balance. And that is specifically for my sisters and daughters. How do you balance between the home and the work? Which one do you give preference to? We'll discuss that. Again, also another important aspect that we feel we can't discuss Muslim family values without discussing it is the issue of youth and social problems. And we say youth, of course, we are all there. And the social problems permeate our society. And they guide some of us, they influence some of us to positive or to the detriment of our lives. Okay, I've changed it. And then the role of films, ICT, and the social media on Muslim families. Positive or negative, we'll discuss. And the significance of strengthening our cultural identity as Muslims. Do we raise up our head, beat our chest without apologies, and identify ourselves as Muslims? Or are we apologetic? Or are we here or there? It's important because as fathers and mothers, as members of the family, if we don't unequivocally identify ourselves as Muslims and understand our identity and be confident of our identity, then we'll transfer that lack of confidence, that confusion to our family, to our children. So that is very important. Now to start. Family is the foundation and the basis of the society. You saw that pictograph, right? It's the foundation and the basis of the society. It is a group of several families that come together to form the society, which is the basis of the world. And Islam attaches so much importance to to the family relationship. In the Quran, it has been mentioned in several ayahs as kinship, as raham, and there are various ahadith that indicates the significance, the importance of the family system. And the Muslim family life, therefore, as noted earlier, should be based, should be built, should be set up on the Tawhidi paradigm, bearing in mind the purpose of our creation. Can somebody quote the ayah? We have not been created Jinn wal insi illa? Yeah, okay. So, upon which the family value is derived. So, setting up the family is also an act of what? Ibadah. Hence, there is the need for that family that is a source of ibadah, an act of ibadah, to be based on sincerity, ikhlas, tolerance, patience, and sacrifice. Family, of course, is begotten from what? From marriage. You cannot have a family when there is no marriage. It is the union between the husband and wife, the children that have been produced from that union that make up the family. Therefore, in our discussion, we will discuss the marriage contract, the celebration of marriage, and so on and so forth. And but I want to ask a few questions. Why are family values important? These questions will guide the whole discussion. What do we understand by the marriage contract? You see a girl, she sees a boy, and I like his looks, and so on. Shikena, I like her looks. Shikena. So, what do we do when faced by a marital discord? I have divorced you. Go to your house. Just simply because there is disagreement. No, I cannot continue with this. I didn't know that is how you are. I'm going to my family house. What do? We react this way, or there is guidance for us to react in a different way? What are the best practices for tarbiyah? We live in our different contexts, in our different cultural environment, but that is the beauty of Islam. We are guided by the same principles, by the same tarbiyah, by the same principles, by one Quran and Sunnah. Is it clear? The Prophet said, I have gone, but I have left you with. Yeah. Okay. So, how do we balance the home and the work, and why are the youth vulnerable? Why are we considering the youth? And why are they vulnerable? These are the questions that I want us to keep in mind as we go along. The family, I will reiterate, is the basis, fulcrum, and the building block of the ummah. It inculcates positive relationships of harmony, goodwill, compassion, trust, and shared responsibilities. So, harmony, the man and the woman that come together and they want to continue to live together, to bring up a family and contribute to the community, to the society, to the world, they want to live in harmony. You don't want to live with somebody that you continuously be fighting with. You don't want to live with somebody that continuously you are disagreeing and so on and so forth. So it is expected that there will be a positive relationship, a relationship that they will both from the children from the time they start opening their mouth, or even before they start opening their mouth, from her actions, from the way she relates with the child, from the way the other siblings, if there are siblings, relate with each other, and the small prayers and adding, each appropriate, adding. The mother is the first teacher and the continuous teacher. Continuously, the mother is teaching the children. This is not exhaustive, but we want to discuss this. I hope it is clear. Remember, I said it's interactive, and we will want to learn from each other. So, I mentioned earlier that you can't have a family until and unless you have what? A solid and legal marriage contract. Because that is the basis of the family. It is a contract has been tied and it is legal. Another value that is significant is for one to have a strong faith. Because I think I have mentioned it, there's lots of sacrifice in marriage. There's lots of sacrifice. If you want to make it to work, then you have to sacrifice, both the two of you that are certain of the family have to sacrifice.